neither is mwalimu, neither are the chairs. But last year, imeenda. If I was to dwell on my not being very happy about last year and not being satisfied, maybe I would not have come. But because I've chosen to look at tomorrow and the end of this year, and the students who are in Kibio today, I am here to deliver on this. I'll give you an example of another school that I think in terms of students' numbers may be almost next to you. A school known as Kiandere in Moroi. But last year, Kiandere did not have a laboratory. We built the laboratory and they were able to use it in time for the exams. For the first time, Kiandere took 2 students to the university with a B. When I went to Kiandere, everybody, including the students and the teachers, were completely demoralized. Because the school had only 30 students. The Form 4 class had only 15 students and 6 teachers. But I told them to, when I look at you, when I look at these numbers, you people have a good problem. Because the ratio of the students to the teacher is much, much higher. Did you know that when I look at your numbers, with your 6 teachers and 60 students, with your 8 teachers and 60 students, the ratio of 1 teacher to the students is 8 students per teacher. Have you ever thought about it that way? That actually if we divided you into groups of 8, each one of you would have a teacher. It doesn't matter who is subject. Meaning, the teacher can be able to, it's like a mother. In my home, we are 8 of us. My mother gave birth to 8 of us. So she was able to attend to each one of us. Hata anajua yule mkuu inaruka, anajua yule hatashiba, anajua yule akona kutu, anajua yule nywele, yule makucha. That kind of close contact. So even as we look at all the challenges we have in Kehuyo, you have one big advantage in terms of the contact time that you can spend in your teaching. But how many times do you, other than when the teacher is in class and in front of the blackboard, or in the laboratory, how many other times do you go and seek out your teacher? Like you seek your mother when you're hungry or when you're sick. If you today committed to seek out your teacher a bit more than you have been doing, beyond the time, our mathematics teacher, huh? Yeah, besides the time Mrs. Dugo ako kwa blackboard and I demonstrate how to do a sum, how many other times do you go to her? Personally, Lucy anaamka anaenda anamwambia Mrs. Dugo, I have come because I have a problem with this topic. I have a problem with fractions. I want you to take up that challenge. Number 2, everybody is, without exception, everybody is good at something. The best athlete Kehuyo ni nani? Saa hii club ni athletics. Ni nani tunajua ataenda kushindania? You're good at athletics. It is Part of it is not because you go to practice. Part of it is a natural gift. And I'm sure you really get happy and excited before a competition, and even more so after the race when you have won. Do you know that state of happiness, that state of joy that you get out of winning 200 meters or 400 meters? Do you know you can pick it and bring it and get the same state during your maths lesson, or during your English lesson, or in physics? You can. Think of what you're good at and want to do everything that you have to do in a day like he does when he's in the athletics or the athletics track. Our best footballer in Nyeri? Footballer, we have a football team, I'm sure. Nyeri? Huh? Yeah. Trevor? Are you ready? Huh? Trevor, when you get the ball and you are playing against Rwanda, that's the nearest school, sindio? Ama tunashindana na Nyeri for kwanza. When Trevor gets the ball and the opponents are coming, Trevor, do you first decide huyu nitamchenga nikienda huku ama huku, or it comes naturally? Huh? It comes naturally. Do you know you can have the same natural reaction in your studies? And that is the beginning of acquiring habits. Habits of excellence. And that is all we ask of you. What are you good at? Can you make sure that every day you are performing at your best? And it is possible. Let me give you another story of a school known as Morogoro Girls. In the year 2022, Morogoro had 237 candidates at KCSE. Out of the 237, only 37 made it to the university. 200 were below C+. So when I visited Morogoro, I spoke first to the principal and her two deputies. Then after that, I met the board. Then after that, I met the PTA. And I told them, we can change everything else in Morogoro except the students. But these students, all of them are university material. We can take 100% of the students in Morogoro to the university. I believe that based on the grade at which the students are admitted. And I know that because I cannot change the students, I can only be able to change two people. The board, because even the PTA I can't change. Because the PTA speaks from your parents, right? So can I change your parents? I can't. So the only people I could change were the principal and the deputy principals and the board members. But for them it is not even necessary to change. The only thing I need you to do is to believe that we can do something extra and these students can pass. In the year, the results of KCSE 2023, we increased the number of students in Morogoro who made it to the university from 37 to 117. The only other thing I did in Morogoro was to build a science laboratory. That is the only contribution as a member of parliament that I did. Because the feedback I got from the principal and the board was that we have a challenge in performing sciences because we have fewer labs than what we did. We renovated one lab and built one new one. This year, Morogoro has taken 169 students to the university. We did not change anybody in that school. The principal is the same, the deputies are the same, the board members are the same. But the students are the students we found in that institution. But it is not only the principal who agreed that they could get good students could pass. It's not just the teachers, it's not just the board. Even the students themselves believed in themselves that I'm good enough, I can make it to the university. And going to the university is not an A. But if you are a student, please work to make sure you get your A. If you are a C+ student, please work hard to make sure you get the C+ is good enough to take you to the university. But first you have to discover yourself and know that I am actually university material. I am actually college material. I will work every day to make sure that that dream comes. So the Form 4 class, you are the reason why I have come in January. To tell you, there is only one trick. Believe that you can make it. Forget about this village. Me and Zipporah, we grew up in this village. So it is not about the village. It is not about Kewio. We were born here. We grew up here. And sometimes maybe you think, I went to Gabumo, or I went to Nyeri High, or I went to Alliance. I went to Nyakaja, a mixed school like the one that you have. So it is also not about the school. It is about you. First, as a person. Then secondly, as a class. Then thirdly, the effort you make. So that Mrs. Tumo can be able to transfer all the mathematics that she has in her head and in her mind and in her brain into yours. So that is why I'm here. I'm also here because I come from this village. It is not possible for me at the end of December, when the results are placed on my table, the school where I come from is the one So are you as determined as I am? I'm asking you whether you are as determined as I am. We've agreed with Mwalimu next week at the chair. Next week, tunafanya mkutano mwingine ya half a day. Today we had only 1.5 hours. Next week, we are spending a whole morning discussing what we can do to make you perform better. But remember, the person who will perform is Binani. And that is why I want to know whether you are ready. And if you are not ready, I want you to tell us what we need to do so that we can get you ready. Not ready for the exams, ready to learn. Because the exam will come to test what you have learned. We never prepare you for the exam, we prepare you to learn. There are so many things you learn that will never come to the exam. But later in life, you start seeing them before you. being in Kyoto Secondary School is not just about KCSE 2025 and 2026. It is a foundation for what you want to become later in life. You actually have, at least side, we have a dining hall. Hata sasa tunachikuja, tunatoka keshewa, no longer have to run kutafuta mahali pa kujificha. Number 2, this place is also a place for you to do your study, private time. Should you feel the class is not that conducive. It also means we can hold competitions among ourselves and among between us and other schools. It means we can come and have our debates and our drama and our conversations here in groups, through group learning and peer learning. Please take advantage. I am ready, willing, and able to become your partner in this journey. Are you ready? Yes. You are? Yes. You're sure? Beginning today? Yes. Once we have had our meeting, I will come back. Here. And let Mwalimu tell you what we think, in our view, would help us improve our performance. Si mtakubaliana na tutaungana pamoja? Nimalizie hapo. We can go off.